Okay, continuing my critical Let's Play of Modern Warfare 3. We just saw Price and Soap and Nuri fail to get to these crates in time to find out what they were and to find out what Makarov is up to. And those crates have been shipped to London and maybe to some other cities around Europe. But we're following the one in Europe where an SAS team is being sent out by MI6 to intercept them and to see what they are.
Roger that, Bravo 6. There are multiple
With Marcus Burns, we can try. But for now, we're just up in the surveillance chopper looking down at it. So this is the place we're about to attack as the SAS, but we're currently in the helicopter who's supporting the SAS and looking down on it. So again, we get to see, multiple perspectives on something without necessarily exposition, like always having that embodied perspective, which I keep coming back to.
will provide air cover for now.
Let's just get this thing done and dusted.
Fleer is picking up heat signatures in the warehouses. You will need to clear those buildings before securing the truck.
My team will take warehouse 1. Bravo 9 will handle the other.
And we come over here and we see these people moving in. And we're just thrown down into Sergeant Burns. And again, his name appears. A, because our crosshair is on him, and B, because it's useful to know who we are. And up there we can see the silent drone that we were just looking out of. I think it was a drone, I don't know. And yet again, like every single mission so far, sneaking in and then the completely bombastic closing. So a lot like the submarine level actually here. In terms of sneaking quietly, then a bit of a shootout, then a really bombastic ending. Though this one turns out not quite as good for the good guys as that one did. And we see the other team going through there. I kind of like that as you come around the corner, you get to see, again, the knowledge you're not alone, that another team is helping you out and they're over there doing that thing. So we've got Warcroft, Griffin, and Burns are the main people here.
Alright, cut it. Room clear. Up the stairs. Got movement up ahead. Burns, take point.
You move pretty slowly here as well, even if you're not crouching. I always find real woody video footage in animated games super weird. I don't know why, I have nothing interesting to say about that, I just find it weird. The idea that anyone's using CRT televisions in the near future. And again, coming up here and seeing your support take them out is kind of cool. And then the assault kind of starts with taking out the surrounding places, so now we're just kind of assaulting the factory. A whole lot of the trucks left, but there's still one truck there. So we're trying to get to it to see just what exactly is going on here. So now we're in London, we kind of have a moment where, most of this game takes place in Europe. Whoops, that grenade wasn't where I thought it was. But most of this game takes place in Europe, is what I was saying, starting with this mission. Not aiming particularly well. Okay, so it's time to see what they were trying to get here. Or what else is already being sent out of the other trucks. And there's nothing here. So still no luck. So there's kind of this constant failures, from Price failing to stop them, then this team failing to find it. Like, we know something bad's happening, we know something bad is being transported, and we just can't catch up to it. Like, there's just this constant frustration of being on the back foot all throughout the start of this game. Like, always being one step behind Makarov, no matter what character you're controlling. Whoops. Second friendly fire for me for this game. So we're just pushing through now because we're still being attacked by people. No, we've still got our air support with us. So this is all clearly ridiculous in a lot of ways. Like, the idea of a terror cell in central London being hundreds of people attacking us with assault rifles seems quite unlikely. But, you know, Modern Warfare stopped caring about realism a long time ago at this point. Music's starting to come in now as well, and it has some motifs that kind of repeat throughout the rest of this level in a really nice way. Oh shit. I do like this area as well. There's kind of a lot of straight lines and perspectives, and that lots of places are high, but there's always somewhere they can see you from. And we have another nice flow. You know, we went from, you know, in the helicopter down attacking that place, and now, you know, we're very much in the kind of assault phase, second act 2, kind of getting to the end of that, and soon that's about to move on into the much more bombastic third act. Actually, I was wrong. This isn't the same as the submarine level as well. It kind of goes somewhere different at the end. So we decide we're going to chase this train with a ute. Well, pickup truck, whatever you call it in your country, dear listener. So now we're in the London Underground, chasing after enemies on a train, like, who keep popping up. Like, it just becomes more and more time crisis-y. The train comes the other way, over 40 away. I really quite like the scene, and the way it kind of flows into it, just like delightfully over the top. You know, again, kind of harks back to Modern Warfare 1 with the trucks at the end of the game, but doing something much different with it. So we don't know where they're going. We're told they're going just then. They're heading towards downtown Westminster and such. We've got like more civilians. Being reminded we're in a city is kind of nice. Another train nearly killing us. And then as soon as we get outside, our helicopter friends here taking it on. It's just a delightful action scene, I think. Heading back underground. The other ute's trying to get ahead to snipe the driver. So we're pretty certain they're going to try to blow up Westminster with this train. So that seems to be what they're trying to do. The other U gets taken out and happens to crash into it and derail the train. Personally, I'd be braking right now. Kind of amazing over-the-top crash. I love it. It's just like the fact you're still moving forward is kind of constant progression. Like, unlike a Dragon Ball Z battle or something, like this kind of constant inertia of action. So this is why I actually realized I was wrong when I kind of compared this pacing to the submarine level. It is up to that point with this kind of amazing vehicular kind of moment. But then you have this kind of quieter moment again. It kind of starts the loop a second time, really. You go back to kind of quiet, and then you go back to running and gunning, and then something else happens. So maybe a 6-act structure for this mission? I don't know. And we have another injured character limping like, kind of like our Russian bodyguard.
Those bastards were using it for transport.
Be advised, the trucks are headed in your direction. Get topside and RV.
So there's more trucks still driving around London, and we're told to get to the surface to join our squad again. No more enemies. It's just me and Warcraft now, waiting for backup. Of course, the automated lady voice saying "Stay clear of Mind the Gap" in the background. Some amusing movie posters. Out of the life, they're not that amusing. It's the first time I've played this game actually since I've actually been to Europe. I was there earlier this year, so I'm curious to see how I feel about some of these levels. First mistake, I'm pretty sure Westminster Station has like kind of a glass of a trainway, so you can't, for exactly 4 terrorist attacks, so they can lock it down and you can't get onto it through the train track. But maybe that's not Westminster, maybe that's another station. But I'm not going to sit here and talk about... Wait a minute. I'm pretty sure these are all fake. Anyway. As I was about to say before I noticed all the fake station names, I'm not going to sit here and complain about the lack of realism. That would be ridiculous and boring. I'm out of ammo. They close off that way, forcing me to go a different way. There's a Time magazine thing here, which is actually interesting. The, tensions across Europe, war issues, Interpol's Most Wanted being soap and price up in the top corner, because of course Time advertises Interpol's Most Wanted.
Local police are arriving on scene. Bravo 2 will be on station in 5 minutes.
I find it interesting trying to get out of the underground when you never actually went into the underground in the first place. So like doing it backwards, not going down into it. Should have picked that up. So it's quiet now, there's no music, we kind of did our big bombastic kind of moment, but we're still kind of going, we still need to figure out what the hell was in those trucks that continued to elude us. Yet up here is more, as like, you could take these people out, but, your support finally arrives to protect you, as you finally get up onto the surface. You know, you've got Big Ben in front of you just in case, and some double-decker buses, just in case you forgot you were in England or London. You know, your helicopter from the start has dropped off your other team members. So we're waiting for the van, the truck rather. We still don't know what's in them, and here it comes. We flip it over with bullets. I really like the lack of music here. We're like, we don't know what's going on.
Base plate, the lorry's down. We're secure. What's the status on the others? Base plate, come in.
Then our base isn't coming in, like, we just don't know where the trucks are, we don't know what's going on. Well, then we're thrown into another character on the Davis family vacation. I love this too. A lot of people really dislike this moment. But keeping in with the always having an embodied perspective, I like they give you a non-military body for once. And also probably the only child you see in these games at all, who's just here to be a victim in a moment. So we know we're close to the other place because we can see Big Ben here as well. But I find this interesting, you know, using the camera instead of a gun. You know, you're told to look at things, you're told to look at your daughter. They don't spend that long doing character building or anything. But then suddenly you see one of those trucks and you know they're the same trucks and the people running, and it's really quite because you know what's going to happen. And then they all, of course they blow up. Like, we knew they were going to be a terrorist thing. But then there's these green clouds of toxic smoke everywhere happening as well. And your camera goes out. And now we're on a loading screen that can give us a kind of overview that there were chemical attacks all over London. And all over Germany and Berlin and Paris and absolutely all of Europe, really.
Roger, we are aware of the gas attack and are sending decon units your way.
Not the gas. We're under attack by Russian ground forces.
Say again, Ramstein. What Russian forces?
The entire Russian army. Request immediate.
So there's this terrorist attack across Europe, and now Russia's invading. So it's clearly part of this thing.
The attacks were intended to cripple our defenses and pave the way for an invasion.
What he said.
We need to hit them now with everything we've got. Sir, we've lost contact.
So the peace delegation was happening at the same time. The one the Russian president got kidnapped on the way to. So I'm not sure why it was still happening. But the American vice president was there.
The vice president.
So now we have another presidential person to protect. And now we're back with Frost, who we were playing in America right at the start of the game. Who's now being sent over to Europe. But I'm going to save that for another mission. I might as well stop there because that SAS mission is kind of just a nice mission in itself to kind of leave by itself. And again, it just kind of returns to what I find so fascinating about the pacing of every single mission in this game. Just the way they, so many kind of individual moments in each mission, like that kind of seeing that act structure brought down onto a mission level is done really well. And we had like 3 bodies that we controlled in that one mission. But that's it for now, and then World War III kind of starts in earnest in the next mission.